Hello. In this video, I would like to take you through setting up some of the most commonly used features on the Discovery Sport, and also show you a few features that are a little less obvious, but no less useful for that. The first thing I would recommend is to download the Land Rover iGuide app. Now, this contains not only a full searchable copy of the handbook, but also a reference guide for warning lights on the dashboard, a frequently asked questions section, and a visual tour around the inside and outside of the car with information on the controls, buttons and features. It's a great source of immediate information when a question pops into your head, or you just see a button and think, well, what does that do? Another download is the Land Rover remote app. Your car comes with a SIM pre-installed by the retailer, who should have spoken to you about the setup of your account that enables many of the intelligent features on the car, and we'll come on to some of those later. For now, let's start with the smart key. Now, lock and unlock seem pretty obvious, with a reassuring click responding to each one. Pressing the lock button just once will lock the car. Pressing twice will double lock. Now, this means the car can't be unlocked from the inside, so even if someone smashes a window, they still won't be able to open the doors. This simple step is crucial to keeping your vehicle secure. Always double lock, either from the key fob or via tapping the door handle twice for vehicles with keyless entry. You'll hear a beep to confirm this is done successfully. Next, there's a button to unlock just the boot. If you have a powered tailgate, this will open or close the tailgate automatically, so do ensure there is space for it to safely operate. There are sensors that will stop it if obstructed, but you'll notice I use my arm rather than my head to demonstrate that. Powered tailgates can also be operated by the button above the number plate on the outside, a button by the driver's knee inside, and a button on the back of the tailgate itself. If you wish to adjust the height the tailgate opens to, if for example you have a garage with a low ceiling, reposition the tailgate to the desired height and hold the button on the tailgate until you hear a beep. This will store the height to the memory. The next time it opens, it will open to this height. Next, there's a handy button to trigger the lights. So if you're approaching the car in the dark or simply trying to find it in a dark car park, this will switch the lights on. By default, they'll stay on for around 30 seconds. This can be extended up to 4 minutes if you want, using the settings in the car. More on that later. Unlocking the car will also trigger the headlights, and they'll remain on for a short period after locking to provide you with light to see you to your door. The final button is a panic alarm. Press for 3 seconds or press 3 times in 3 seconds, and the horn will sound and the hazard lights will flash. After 5 seconds, this can be cancelled by holding the button for 3 seconds. Holding the unlock button down will operate global opening, lowering all the windows to allow air into the car before you enter on a hot day. Now, similarly, if you get out and then realise you've left a window open, hold the lock button to activate global closing to raise all the windows and secure the car. These operations can be enabled or disabled using the settings within the car. If your car is fitted with keyless entry, you don't even need to remove the key from your bag or pocket. So long as it's within a foot or so of the car, as soon as you put your hand around the door handle, the doors will unlock. When you leave the car, just place your thumb on the end of the door handle to secure the vehicle. All our latest models have a Land Rover in-control secure vehicle tracker fitted, and your retailer will have performed the first steps in the setup process. You should have received an in-control email inviting you to activate the tracker, and it's worth checking your junk folder if you haven't seen it. The activation process takes less than 2 minutes, and once complete and the product is activated, you can download the certificate from within the in-control portal. If your insurer wishes to see proof of an activated tracker, simply go to the Your In-Control Services section to find it. For vehicles with Secure Tracker Pro, an ultra-wideband frequency connection precisely determines the distance between the vehicle and the key fob to protect against thefts relaying the key fob signal. The owner will be alerted to any attempt to start the car when the key is more than 3 meters away from the vehicle. To use the +2 seats in the boot, simply pull them out of the floor and then click the headrests into place. Access is via the rear doors. The release on the top of the second row seats will fold the seat and then roll it forward. Once you've clicked it back in place, a bar under the seat will roll the second roll forwards or backwards to share legroom out between the passengers. When you're not using the +2 seats, they can be folded down by pulling the cord once to drop the headrest and then once more to release the back of the seat to fold down into the floor of the boot. Getting into the car then, the first thing you need to do is find a comfortable position. Seat controls can be found on the outside of the seat. Steering wheel adjustment is either electric, using a joystick on the right-hand side of the steering column, or manual. pull the lever on the underside of the steering column down, adjust the reach and rake to suit, and then push the lever back up to lock the steering wheel in place. Mirrors are adjusted using the controls mounted on the driver's door. Select which mirror to adjust using the buttons, and then use the joystick to adjust the angles. Incidentally, if you have power folding mirrors, pressing both buttons together will fold them in, useful if squeezing through a tight gap. Once everything is adjusted to your satisfaction, if you have memory settings, you can save these positions. Just press the M button, and then within 5 seconds press one of the numbered memory settings.